Okay, we're rolling. Tell us about Miss Powell.
Um, that's a good one. Linda.
I think she's a great teacher. I think she's very grounded in the Waldorf traditions and principles, and brings that to the classroom, and gets the kids excited about the work that they're doing, and but continues to bring the Waldorf experience to them.
Linda, I just want to say thank you for teaching our kids math and science and all of that good stuff. But what I'm most grateful for is how you've taught them to be good, caring people who are curious about the world.
She's a good teacher. She's an excellent teacher. I've never known anyone like her. She puts up with a lot of BS. She's a wonderful woman.
You know, my favorite thing about Miss Powell is her breast implants. I think they really made a big difference.
Wow, I had no idea.
You know, not many people know, but she does share things sometimes with the faculty. So Miss Powell has a big heart, and she cares deeply about everyone, really. And you know what else? She really doesn't complain. That's another thing. She will just quietly take care of everything beautifully without ever complaining that it's hard. She's amazing. Or asking for anything, really. And she's incredibly funny the whole time she does it, too.
She's a really funny person, and she's easy to talk to, and she's probably one of the nicest teachers I've ever had.
Helps pretty much everybody. It's not like one of those things where you just like hand out a worksheet. She actually like helps them with it and stuff.
Yeah.
She's really nice, and she's funny, and she changes the schedule a lot.
Have had the great pleasure of having her teach my daughter Bronwyn first through eighth grades here at the Waldorf School, and have watched Miss Powell and Bronwyn learn and grow together, with both of them with this sort of same sanguine, alive, wondrous, awestruck looks on their faces as they learned together. Thanks, Linda.
I am so glad to have my boys with Linda, because of the trust you feel when somebody that you know and that you know is capable has responsibility for your children.
Thank you, Miss Linda, for this wonderful journey you have given us, the school, and our family over these last 14 years.
And she was just a very powerful presence here. She kind of drew you in, very magnetic, and just it helped you kind of believe in that she believed in what she was doing, and it made you believe in this whole education. And she was very inspiring, and she's very engaging. Even though she's not loud, she just has this quiet presence.
Who is that again?
Linda.
Or I could just say Linda.
Linda. Oh,
She gave me olives out of her salad once. I love olives. No.
When I think of Linda, I always think of laughter, because Linda has taught me that no matter what is going on, you can always laugh. And that is a lesson that I always need to remember. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Miss Powell, for being with us on this journey, and we love you.
Miss Powell has been my teacher since the 1st grade, and I like that she's been with me through 8th grade, and she's been fun to be around and a nice teacher, and she's taught me a lot.
When I think about Linda Powell, I think about the year that we taught kindergarten together. And I didn't know anything. And she taught me everything. And all these years later, Kelly still says that was the hardest year I ever taught. And I would have never gotten through it and gotten even to the grades without Linda. She is just such a caring person. She really cares about the students. She really cares about her colleagues. And we were hiring a Spanish teacher. I think it was Senora Osojo. And Sheila and I had started the interview, and Linda came in late. And so she had all of us sitting on the floor, and we were going around saying our names. And I had said, you know, me llamo Elisa. And Linda came in, and she kind of heard what was going on, and she sat down as if she was going to participate in the lesson. And Lourdes Osojo looked at her and, you know, with that sort of beseeching, like, what is your name? And she goes, my name is Mizz Linda. And it was hilarious. The whole teaching demonstration group cracked up. And from then on, I have always called her Mizz Linda. Michelle Lucas was talking about Ms. Powell's breast implants, and I'm not sure that that's appropriate for this video. Back in the day, Michelle Lucas led faculty meeting, and she used to open with a statement that would get everybody thinking and shed their emotions from the day and be able to start the meeting clean with everybody focused. And so one day she said, we're just going to go around the circle and we're each going to say something about ourselves. And whatever it is that you say about yourself, it doesn't have to be true. And that's when we found out about Linda's breast implants.
Breast implants? Silicone or saline?
Neither one of my children had Miss Powell in kindergarten, and that's something that always made me a little sad. But we were very happy when it was announced that she would be Clay's first grade teacher. And we've enjoyed watching her grow over all these years, just like we've enjoyed watching Clay grow. And she's done a terrific job holding Clay in her care all this time.
She's done a lot for us and my classmates, and over the course of 18 years, she's done a lot for Alabama Waldorf School.
So my favorite memory of Mrs. Powell would be after the golden ticket, and she saw me in the hallway and she said, "Are you the pimento cheese lady?" And I said, "Yes, I am," because my son is Jack and he's in the 3rd grade.
Hi, and I appreciate everything that you've done for James over the last 2.5 years. If there's any doubt as to whether or not you feel like it's been a successful couple of years, I'm reminded that there are people who go through life never wondering if they made a difference at all, but you've certainly made a difference in the hundreds of kids that you've helped over the years. Very especially, you've made a difference in our son James. And if you need some proof of that, here it is. You know what this means, and we thank you for everything.
Known Linda for a very long time, and it's all her fault, really, that I ended up an indentured servant here to the Alabama Waldorf School, and I just want to say thank you for that, Linda, and don't worry, karma will get you one day.
What breast implants? Yeah.
So our second daughter, Susan, was really hard to work with when she was little. She was really challenging for me particularly. And I walked into the classroom one morning and Linda and her co-teacher were reading a verse called the Faithfulness verse. And it was written by Steiner, and it basically said, usually people are not going to act like their best selves, and you have to wait for that minute that they do show their best selves. And I really think that moment when she invited me to read that verse with them and to hear it really literally saved Susan's life. because I was able to look for those moments. And before we read that verse, I was looking for the bad moments. And that verse helped me see who she could be.
One time we went on a field trip to New Orleans and we were watching street performers, and all of a sudden Miss Powell just jumped out there and started dancing with them, and she made everybody smile.
Miss Powell is a great inspiration in my daughter's life. She is a wonderful educator, a great mentor, and just a wonderful person. And we truly love her.
The thing that always amazed me about her is how she's able to hold the children. It was always such a wonderful, nurturing, warm atmosphere when I walked into her room and subbed with her, and she was ever so calm and composed, and learned a lot from her. And Miss Linda, your name says it all. In Spanish, Linda means beautiful, so you, Miss Linda, are beautiful both inside and out.
Linda, I want to say that you have been a blessing to this community, and how much I appreciate personally that you have been there for me and for my children. I think you're an extraordinary teacher, and I think we're blessed to have you in this community. Mwah!
Linda has been a wonderful resource for teaching. I learned a lot from her about how to teach reading to the children. She has been a wonderful peer.
I know Miss Powell for 10 years already, and what I can tell about her is that she's great. She's make people feel good about themselves if you're around her, and she's so fun, and she's so optimistic and strong and caring, and she's a great friend. I'm just, feel blessed to work with Miss Powell.
For 6 years, she was a partner to us in raising and parenting and educating our James, and we will be forever grateful for that. She knew him almost as well as we did, and she loved him almost as well as we did.
I don't think we would be the school we are today if she hadn't come into our lives, all of our lives.
Hi, Miss Linda. I always loved it when our children called you Mizz Linda, because Linda means beautiful and adorable. And you're that, and wise and compassionate and caring and dedicated, and you have the most wonderful sense of humor. And don't ever forget the monkey tails.
My daughter loves Miss Powell. It is very important to me to have an awesome relationship with the child and the teacher. I love the tools she have taught for teachers and the way she have taught her, the original way as I was taught. Miss Powell was an awesome teacher.
A total goofball, which really helps me because I'm a total goofball. And on those days where I'm having a really hard time, it's really nice to have some solidarity as two goofballs.
She's been a guide both directly and indirectly for my kids, a mentor to my wife as a teacher, and I just, I can't think of the school without her.
Oh, wow, this is about Linda Powell? I've known her quite a while. She teaches, she sings, and to meetings she brings a level of sanguine distraction that causes the phlegmatics to have quite the reaction. I've seen her smile, worry, laugh, scurry. She supported moving and grooving, galas galore, bake sale, potato bar, more and more and more. But she really shines in my mind, 'cause she is quite a fine. She holds and loves each of us and each child at a level that would drive others wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Linda Powell.
The Alabama Waldorf School was a huge part of my life and continues to shape me who I am today. And part of that experience at the school was Miss Powell. I couldn't thank you enough, Miss Powell, for everything you've done for me, and everything you do for the school, and everything you continue to do for the school.
You'll never find another Linda like mine.
If you could think of a word that would describe her, one word.
One word. Perfect.
Perfect?
Perfect.
Beautiful. Grounded?
Enthusiastic.
Love.
She's funny.
She's unflappable.
Awesome.
What? Hilarious.
Fantabulous.
Warm. Inspiring.
Teacher.
Predictable.
Kook.
Word.
Blessed. Goofball.
Imperturbable.
Wise.
Laughing.
Happy.
Strong.
Resilient.
Empathic.
Caring.
Experienced.
Wise. Committed.
Pizzazz.
Helpful. Unique.
Oh, motivational.
Satisfying.
Patience.
Swell.
Delicious.
Pleasant.
Playful.
I would have to say faithful.
Phenomenal.
Fun.
Powerful.
Amazing.
Fluorescent.
Fun.
Bulletproof.
Goofy.
Good and nice.
Grateful.